Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. You must love yourself. You must love yourself. I'm going to tell you what, people out here, they look for other people to love them. You know, they try to convince them to love them, or they get upset if someone else doesn't love them. But your primary relationship is first with yourself. That's your primary, because you're with yourself all the time. Your primary relationship is with the person in the mirror. Now, but see, a problem out here is a lot of people don't love themselves. A lot of people have low self-esteem. A lot of people will say everything bad about them. Let's look at that for a second. If you calling yourself bad, or you saying, "Oh, I'm bad, I'm this or that," you're the one calling yourself that. No matter what other people say about you, because other people might think you're cool, but you don't love yourself. And that could be for myriad reasons. That could be because of how you were treated growing up or circumstances. Okay, but you have to love yourself. And I can tell a lot of people don't love themselves out here because they don't take care of themselves. How can you love yourself, but you're not taking care of yourself? You know, you ain't trying to be take care of your health and everything like that. If you truly love yourself, or when stuff happens, you ain't really doing anything to change something. You know, shoot, in fact, just loving yourself is just keeping yourself clean and presentable. Shoot, not even just the health, just how you presenting yourself. You know, are you letting the barber bless you, or the hairdresser bless you, whoever? Are you wearing clothes that compliment you, that you feel good in? You know, are you following paths, spiritual, political, philosophical, whatever the case, that are really helpful to you? Are you keeping the people around you who will help you to grow? Let me talk about that for a second. Someone who loves themselves ain't going to be around people who are emotionally and physically abusing them. How can you love yourself, but you letting this other person abuse you physically and emotionally? You got to have something with you that's a problem. Because a person who loves themselves, they're going to be like, "Oh, heck no, I'm not going to let this person abuse me. Heck no, I'm not going to stay in this relationship where I'm not getting anything out of it." Because let's be real about that. How can you love yourself, but you staying with someone whose actions show they don't really love you? They might tell you they love you, but you staying with it. How many people are staying in relationships like that, either getting physically or mentally abused? A whole lot of people. But if you love yourself, you're going to leave as soon as you see the first sign of abuse. The first sign, just the first sign, you ain't going to work it out. Because let's be real, a lot of people stay in bad relationships. You know, you don't love what you're doing. Like, if you love yourself, then you're going to do you're going to do something you love for a living. And it ain't going to be about the money. It's because you love to do it. Like, how many people are being stressed out because they're in jobs they don't like? Okay, and I understand, trust me. I've worked a lot of jobs that I ain't necessarily want to get, but I ain't look at them as permanent. I looked at them as something I had to do for that moment, but usually, like when in being in business, because my main thing is still a publishing business, you know, there are times I had to work and do something else to bring in some money. And hey, yeah, but that wasn't the main thing. And even then, I didn't get used to it. I would go into these jobs every day like it was my last day. And trust me, when it was my last day, trust me, I was happy, because I was like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Because I was doing what I love. Like, even doing what you love, you can get out of bad situations. Because if you love yourself, you're not going to stay in a situation that's causing you stress, that's doing some stuff to you that you don't really like, you know? But you got to love yourself first. Your first, I can't reiterate that enough. Your main relationship, your first relationship is with yourself. Now, I know there's people out there, they want you to give to them. It's like, no. I mean, you can give to them, but after you're taking care of yourself, and then you can give. Fill up the love that you have for yourself. Take care of yourself first. And then you had plenty to give to someone else. But even then, you're only dealing with this person because they are bringing something to your life. And still, you still want to love yourself more. And I know some people, you know, you get some negative people that say, oh, no, that's conceited. That's all that. No, it's not. It's taking care of yourself. Because you're with yourself 24/7. That person you think is your friend, or that person you think is loving you or giving you something, you know, they not around you all the time. Even if you married, that wife, spouse, husband ain't gonna be around you all the time, but you're around yourself all the time. And what you have to do is take care of yourself first. You love yourself enough not to take like some drugs or alcohol or something like that that'll hurt you. Love yourself enough, you know? Love yourself to like, you know, take care of your health as best as possible. Love yourself. You have to love yourself first. And then when you're taking care of yourself first, then you can spread the love outside of yourself. But you got to be primary. And it's not conceited. You're just taking care of yourself. That's all you're doing. Because I've seen too many people. I've had consultations with people. You see them out and about. They don't really love themselves. They don't take care of themselves. And you can see it. You can tell. They're not fixing themselves up. Like, that's the worst type. You get some people, they don't even wash themselves. How can you not take care of your hygiene? At least love yourself enough to wash your ass. And I know I don't use terms like that on Sundays, but you got to understand that. You got to love yourself enough to keep your own self clean. Somebody else ain't going to do it. And trust me, and I think it was a social worker. I remember a social worker somewhere said that, like, people who avoid, like, even like showering and washing themselves up on a regular, deep down don't like themselves. I don't know if it's a famous person, but I heard that, you know? So shoot, love yourself enough to keep up your hygiene, keep up your health as best as possible, you know? Love yourself, and when stuff does happen, love yourself enough to take care of it. You know, love yourself enough that you ain't gonna be in a relationship, either romantic or a so-called friendship, where the other person is taking advantage of you. You don't want to do that, because the second they do, it's not them, because they can't do anything that you don't allow. Some people say, well, they being this and that, why are you staying with them? You can walk away. They can't force you. They holding a gun to your head. At some point, they got to put their armor get tired. Then you can walk out. That's how much you have to love yourself. All right? So, anyway, I want y'all to really think about that. And no matter what, your first relationship, your main relationship is with yourself. Take care of yourself. Love yourself, okay? You must love yourself. So, that's all I have for today. Think about what I just shared with you. I want everybody to keep rising. Peace and blessings, everyone.